Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to his due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who were well and who taught us the truth. I don't have a title for the lesson at the moment, but when it's up, you'll have a title for it. But I was, meditating on, the pain that we endure, the pain that we go through, and that it's almost over. And then, I thought of the word that I've heard apostles, elders, and I believe brothers as well, use before, that it's excruciating, man. And I looked up that word excruciating. And just get straight into it, man. It says
excruciating.
It's excruciating, man. Intensely painful. It says agonizing, extremely painful, severe, intense, extreme, savage, violent, racking, awful, dreadful, unbearable. Which, what does it say in Micah 7:9? Let's go ahead and pull that. Because it said unbearable. But we have to bear it. We have to go through it, man. Where's Micah? Micah 7 and verse 9. Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh, because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. So we have to bear it, man. No matter how hard it gets. No matter how excruciating, and what else? No matter how agonizing, severe, intense, extreme, searing, piercing the pain may be, as Micah said, we have to bear it. I will bear the indignation. It's not that we can't; we have to. If you want to enter into everlasting life, if you want to be saved from the coming destruction, you have to endure it, man. No matter what is set in front of us. I will bear. Not I might bear. It's a potential that I will bear. No, I will bear. We will bear it, man. That word H5375, Nasha'ah. It says to lift up, to bear, to carry. We got to carry this, man. Endure. A2. Endure. We have to endure it, man. Bear it continuously. So we got to bear it, man. Because what did the Lord say? That who will not put much on us that we can bear, will not put more on you. Somewhere along those lines. 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 13. And it reads, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So no matter what you go through, man, you got to understand that if you're part of the elect, Lord willing, we're part of the elect, no matter what the Lord puts in front of you, he put it in front of you because he knows that you can endure it. He knows that you can get through it. He knows that you can bear it. So when you go, speaking to myself first and foremost, when we go through trials and tribulations, we can't think about giving up. We can't think about saying, why me, Lord? Because what did Job say? Shall we not receive evil from the Most High? Shall we not receive shall we not receive good from the Most High? Shall we not receive evil? Job 2, might have been 3. It's like it might have been 2. I was looking in because it said the foolish woman. Here it is. Job 2 and verse 9. Then, because Job was going through hell, man. He was going through utter hell. Everything was taken from him. Everything was taken from Job, man. But he kept his wife, though, because his wife tempted him as well. Job 2 and 9. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. So Satan jumped on his wife too. Satan would touch Job and gave him boils, infirmities, and man, come on. And what did Job say? Verse 10. And she said, "Oh, you still believe in God? You know how the women are today. Are you still trying to maintain your integrity? Curse God and die. Curse God and die." You know how these women are, man. Verse 10. But he said unto her, "Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? Shall we not receive evil?" And all this did not Job sin with his lips. So we're going to go through these things, man. We're going to receive evil from the Most High. We're going to receive good. That doesn't mean the Lord isn't dealing with us. That means the Lord is chastening us and trying us. He's testing us. He's proving us, man, and bringing us through the fire. And just right before I did the lesson, the bros was going into it. The Lord is doing these things to make us into men. He's carving us into the men that he needs us to be when that time comes. The word I was looking for was molding. He's molding us into that perfect man. We're not going to be perfect on this side, but the Lord is molding us into that man that he needs us and wants us to be, man, and that we want to be. And he can't mold us if we don't go through the fire. We got to go through the fire, man. So forget everything else in this society. Forget all the evils and focus on the things that are above. What does it say? That's what it says, for our light afflictions, which are but for a moment. Romans 8 and verse, this ain't it, I don't think. But it's another good one. Romans 8 and 18. I believe it was 1 Corinthians 4:16. We'll get that next. Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, let's get that word sufferings real quick. For I reckon that the sufferings
Strong's G 3804. Pathema.
It says that which one suffers or has suffered. Before we continue on, because this is good, but also it's beautiful, but I also want to see what just the word suffer mean. Experience or be subjected to something bad or unpleasant. It says to and it says what? And 2, it says to tolerate. So we got to tolerate it. Got to tolerate it. We got to go through. We got to suffer. What did it say? Another precept, Slakia. Suffer patiently. I believe it's in Baruch. Baruch 4 and verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. Why? Because we sinned. We went off. We transgressed, man. So we got to suffer patiently. We just went into that word suffer, man. It said to what? It said to tolerate. So we got to tolerate this, man. Tolerate. So we got to tolerate it, man. You got to undergo it. Suffer patiently the wrath that is set up, that has come upon you from God. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So we got to suffer patiently. Endure it, man. And it says, so going back into the meaning of suffering, the Blue Letter Bible, it says externally, a suffering, misfortune, calamity, evil, affliction. Is that not what Job was going through? Misfortune, calamity, evil, affliction, took his family, took his cattle, took his riches, took everything from him. But he continued to endure, man. We got to be like Job. I did a lesson on that a couple weeks ago, a month or so ago. We got to be like Job, man. Job endured. We got to endure. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man. It ain't going to be easy. The road to the kingdom is not easy. So get that out of your head. And in Ecclesiastes 2, it said, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So if you want to serve the Lord, you got to prepare to go through suffering. You got to prepare to go through temptation. You got to prepare to bear everything that the Lord is going to throw at you. And the Lord is going to throw haymakers at you, man. It says of the sufferings of Hamashiach. It says, because Yahushua suffered as well, man. He went through it worse than us. Come on, man. All the things that Yahushua had to suffer, and the things that we go through are light. It's light, man. Which we're going to get that in that 1 Corinthians 4. It says also, A2, also the afflictions which Christian just means the followers of the anointed. That's what Christ goes into, which is Hamashiach in the Hebrew, which is the anointed, and Christians are the which goes into the followers of the anointed. And so it says also the afflictions which Christians or the followers of the anointed must undergo in behalf of the same cause which Hamashiach, the anointed, patiently endured. So just as Yahushua patiently endured, we got to patiently endure. It says of an inward state, an affliction passing. So it says an enduring, undergoing, suffering. So it's inward. It's mentally, physically. We're going to be We're going to be suffering mentally and physically, man. Spiritually, fleshly, we're going to be suffering, man. Hardships, pain, i.e. something undergone, i.e. hardships or pain. We're going to go through this, man. Yahushua went through it. How much more so us? Yahushua went through persecution. How much more so us? Although when I get that too, I already got so many precepts in my mind. So I'm going to continue on. Romans 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Come on, man. And the NLT, it says, yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us later. It's excruciating, man. But it's going to be worth it. It's not going to last forever. This pain that we undergo is not going to last forever. Again, it is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us later, because what we're about to receive, it says, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither entered into the heart of man what the Lord hath prepared for those that love him. My sons, it is thy Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. And delight thyself also in the Lord, and I will give thee the desires of thine heart. The Lord wants to give us a kingdom, but it's not going to be easy getting to the kingdom. We got to go through these trials, these tribulations, man. We have to. That's what another precept I'm quoting. I'm just quoting because there's other precepts that I want to get to. Acts 14 and 22. It says, I will get that one. Because it says what? Acts 14 and verse 22. Because I love getting this one. And I always, mess up the first part of it. But it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith. You got to continue in the faith, man. Don't give up. The pain that we go through, it ain't going to last forever. Speaking to myself first and foremost, man, we got to exhort each other to continue in the faith, because if we don't continue, we're going to be destroyed, man. And we don't want to be destroyed. You don't want to be destroyed. I don't want to be destroyed. So we got to continue, man. It says, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. In the NLT, it says, where they, verse 22 NLT, where they strengthen the believers, they encourage them to continue in the faith, reminding them that we must suffer many hardships to enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we got to suffer these things, man, to enter the kingdom, but it's not going to last forever. It's excruciating, yes, but we got to go through it. 1 Corinthians 4, verse 16, and it reads, 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. It 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Yeah, man, these are the bodies we're living in. We're dying, man. We're dead. But our spirits are renewed every day, man. And the NRT says that is why we never give up. Though our bodies are dying, our spirits are being renewed every day. Don't give up, man. We're almost home. We're right there. Back in the KJV, verse 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. This is light, man. Compared to what we should be going through, this is light. Compared to what the Lord is going to give us, this is light. Verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Everything that we're going through right now is temporal, man. Your car breaking down, temporal. Get through it. Your woman cheats on you, temporal. Get through it. Your family member dies, friend dies, brother dies, somebody dies. It's temporal. Get through it. Now, is it going to be hard? Hell yeah. Didn't say it was going to be easy. Didn't say you was going to get over it just like that. But these temporal things are not worth our salvation. These fleshly matters are not worth our salvation, man. Because it's easy to allow the flesh to take control in situations that may seem tough at the moment. And then they seem tough at the moment, man. And then you allow the flesh to take over. And then you're gone. You're done. So that's the times that we got to remain spiritual as possible. To keep going, keep pushing, keep fighting, man. No matter what the Lord throws at us. It's temporal. Is it going to be hard? Yes. Is it going to be excruciating? Yes. It is. I'll be the first to tell you, man. The apostles will be the first to tell you. Forget me. The apostles will be the first to tell you, man. It's excruciating. But we got to go through it. It says again, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Why? Because what we're about to receive is going to last for a lifetime. It's going to last for all eternity. Where everything that we lost on this side, we're going to gain it times 100 million in the kingdom. That's what it says in Matthew 6 and 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. You go into that word, seek, it goes into crave, desire, demand. We got to seek the kingdom, man. Forget the pain, forget the suffering. It may feel bad in the moment, but in the kingdom, it's all going to be worth it. I didn't even get all the other words that I wanted to get for excruciating, but that's really how the Spirit goes. I wanted to get that the second one. It says mentally agonizing, very embarrassing, awkward, or tedious. So it's mentally agonizing, man. What it say in Ephesians 6? We'll end it off right there. But before I get that, I'll say this: it's mentally agonizing, man. It's embarrassing. We're supposed to be God's chosen people, but we're at the bottom. We're supposed to be holy people, but we're here worse than the heathen, man. It says that we have surpassed the deeds of the wicked. This is embarrassing, man. The nation of Israel at this moment in time is embarrassing. We are embarrassing the bodies that we're living. We're not supposed to be like this. This is embarrassing, man. This is agonizing, man. To go through what we go through, this is agonizing and it's embarrassing, man. People are always talking about, no, man, we're embarrassed. The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, is embarrassed for what we had to go through, man. But the Lord didn't cast us off. The Lord doesn't hate us. The Lord still loves us. The Lord we're still carved in the Lord Yahweh's hand, man. The Heavenly Father's hand, we're still there. We're still right with him, and he's having mercy on us. So now being returned, for as it was your mind to go astray, we went astray, which was embarrassing, man. But now being returned, we got to seek him 10 times more. What does it say in Psalms? For his mercy endureth forever. For his mercy endureth forever. The Lord's mercy endures forever, man. We got to continue. No matter how agonizing it may be. We're mentally drained. We're physically drained. I'm 26, man. We should not be feeling like this, man. We're supposed to be young men. We should not be feeling like this, man. Ephesians. I'm warning it off right here. But that's the battle we went through, man. That's the battle we're going through. But in that day, man, the Lord is going to renew our strength. The Lord is going to lift us up, man, and give us that power. Give us that energy that we once had in the beginning. That power we had in the beginning. The control and the authority that we had in the beginning, man, over the creatures, over the nations, over the women, over everything. The Lord's about to give it to us, man. Because he wants to. Because he said he would, because of the promise that he had. Ephesians 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Getting ahead of myself. A little excited. Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So we're mentally drained, man. Satan is trying us every day, putting evil thoughts in our minds, saying this about us, you're not a man of the Lord, etc., man. Whatever, brothers may go through. Every brother's struggle is different. But I know that we all going through hell. And we're going to keep going through hell until the Lord saves us from this wicked society, man. From these wicked fleshly bodies, these bodies are embarrassing, man. These weak-ass, filthy-ass bodies are embarrassing, man. And we don't want to be in these weak-ass bodies no more. We're tired of this shit, man. 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, we got to do everything possible to stand, to fight the pain, to fight the hardships, the trials, the tribulations, man. Because in the end, it's going to be worth it. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.